Hello everyone and welcome back to Sophdicks. Now then, you might notice that I've not got my usual Deus 2 today, and that's because I was a very lucky girl and I won this Minelab X-Terra Pro on MD UK competitions the other week. I probably spent over the past year about £60 on MD UK competitions, and I've gone and won myself this detector worth just over 300. So I thought I'd bring it to a brand new field that I have permission on and give it a spin, really. Let's do a quick rundown of the machine. So it comes with the Minelab V12 coil, really nice, sturdy, telescopic stem, the usual Minelab control box. Well, this is like the Equinox series, isn't it? And then a nice sturdy handle as well, which they give you a screw for underneath. The only thing that I will say is, considering if I was to buy this, it's like so many £300, £300. It doesn't come with headphones. I really like the Minelab screen. They're just so clearer than Deus, I must say. It's got the light, you've got the sensitivity indicator here, obviously battery, you've got the light to show that the light's on, not that you guys can see it. It actually glows orange, the X-Terra Pro, which is all right, but I do prefer the light background. You've got the frequency obviously there, your numbers will come up there. The normal, so I've already done some digging. The Wi-Fi here, well, to attach your wireless things, your headphones and modules and whatever. All metal, pinpointer, menu, up and downs, your modes. So I'm in field 2 at the moment, but then you've got beach 1 for sand and 2 for pretty much water or wet sand. Go back to park 1 and park 2. There you like your trashy areas, obviously. And field 1 and field 2, which I'll stick in today. It is single frequency. I think the X-Terra Elite is the one that gives you the multi-frequency advantage. But yeah, so this has 5, 10 and 15 frequency, and I think in beach it's only 8 megahertz, kilohertz even. If we go into the menu, you've got normal noise cancel, ground balance, you've volume. I'm actually in iron volume there. Your threshold, if you want to hear that buzz, so you know that your coil is actually working, which I actually did. I used to own an Equinox 800, and I was going along for about 2 hours thinking I'm not getting any bloody targets. My coil had broken, so I'm probably going to put a little buzz on so I know this is working. Your tone, so I've got it on 5 tones at the moment. Your accept reject, and then, oh my goodness, what's that? It's your recovery speed, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got it on 2 at the moment. If you did want to turn the handle vibrate on, which I'm actually going to do, seeing as I don't have any headphones and I can't have the volume on that loud and it's windy, so you go into settings, you scroll to where the volume menu is, and you literally just press frequency, and ta-da, that symbol comes up, and I just felt a bit of vibration in the handle there. So when I get a target, that's going to vibrate. It's going to let you know that there's something there. For Minelab, this actually feels quite light. It's much lighter than the Nox 800. Another thing, right, I'm really close to these telephone poles. This is not chattering at all. Even my Deus chatters, even with noise cancellation and that. Oh, pheasant. Hello, pheasant. So I'm actually really impressed, because when I had my Nox 800, that would be going ballistic right now. Yeah, I'm already impressed with it. Okay, we have our first target. Now you see with the Minelabs, you've got the spade there, that's actually depth. Let's pinpoint. There we go. No mistaking where that is. Rightio, we are out. in the 60s. Lovely sounding target. Pinpointer. Oh, is it that there? I think it's that actually. Yes, it is. What is it then? That's one side, and then this is the other. So I'm thinking either agricultural or some sort of like furniture decoration or fitting maybe. If you guys know, let me know. But first target for the X-Terra Pro. Fantastic. Lovely sounding target, pinpointed exactly where it was. I didn't have to make this hole any bigger, and voila. And this one's a bit lower in sound. There we go, pinpoint it, bang on. One thing I will say is, because I can't remember the numbers and what they mean in terms of what metal they are with the Minelab, it's quite nice already that I have no expectations what I'm digging up. We're out. Some sort of hinge. There we go. This one might be an interesting one. The tones are all over the shop, and so the numbers. It indicates that it's quite deep. So let's see if it is a good target or if it's falsing on deep iron. Yeah, look. It's going to be deep iron. But look at the depth that is. Pinpointed down. Now the only settings that I've changed from getting it out of the box is the recovery speed from 3 to 2 and the tones from all tones to 5 tones, and that's what comes set up with the Field 2 mode. So this really is a get out of the box and detector, which is fabulous, especially for amateurs and newbies and people like me. This next one sounds lovely. I think we have our first button with the Minelab X-Terra Pro, and it looks like it's military. No wonder it sounded so nice. It is, look. There we go, the line on the top, and then whatever that is at the bottom. I'm not good with my military memorabilia and buttons and stuff, so forgive me, I don't know what regiment this is, but I'm going to clean it up and research it. Right, I've got another one of those interesting ones, one of those that gives off okay signal but then goes down really low to about 1, which is in the realms of iron. Sounds okay there. There is a low iron tone though. Clears up there a bit. It's just there. Let's dig it and see what it is. And there we have it. Sounded rubbish, and it was rubbish. This is honed in more onto one tone. Ah, yes! Look at this. What is that, a lead jockey? Lead jockey's head? Hey, this is awesome. This is my first lead toy, like model anyway. But yeah, I think that's a jockey, isn't it? Look at his face. That's so cool. Now, before I forget, this machine obviously has, well, it has the Minelab charging clip. Oh my god, it is so much better than the Deus charging clip. With the Deus, you have to clip on, oh, sorry, that's my phone. You have to clip onto here. It has to be the perfect angle, has to be so precise. Oh, Swift. And halfway through the night, if it even slightly moves, it might just stop charging, which has happened to me so many times. It's so annoying. So Minelab have got it right with the charging cable, the magnetic charging clip here. Oh, so much easier to charge. However, vice versa, I hate the cable. It's just so annoying, like when you try and slide the telescopic stem. That's the thing with Minelab. That's the thing that really annoys me, is the cable. I reckon lead. We are out. 79.80. Let's be having you then. Oh, no, it's not lead. Is that a button or is it a coin? Come on. Come on. I think it's a coin. Wow, well done. Minelab X-Terra Pro has its first coin. Fantastic. Here's possibly a farthing. Georgian farthing. Excellent. We have our first clod shot for the Minelab, and if I turn it, where is it? Look at that edge. I think it was ringing in around 70s, 80s. Hang on. 80. I think it might be a button. Let me just swap hands a minute. There it is. And it's rock solid. I might not be able to do the, oh, here we go. The reveal. Get a bit more in the sun. There we go. Right. There's the imprint. Put that back in the hole. Oh, you know what? It's not a button, it's another coin. Oh, brilliant. It's absolutely mega toasted, but it is another coin. Again, probably a farthing size, I'd say. Oh, look at this. I think, have we got the other side of whatever decoration thing we got earlier for our first target? Because I am basically back at where I started. Definitely some sort of decoration, is it? Flowery. Again, I've just found this, and this is after me doing the outro and the roundup, so this isn't going to feature in my finds, but 90, opened it up, and look, we've got a buckle. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that buckle. Oops. Is that a horsey one? Probably. Fantastic. I love this machine. I can't put the machine down, honestly. Again, this is after my roundup. 54-ish. And look at that lead weight of some sort. And I think there's some pattern on. Can you see the sort of zigzag around the edge? Get this back bit off. Ah, it's a hem weight. Oh, lovely. Lovely little hem weight. Another lovely find. And there we have it. Wow, what a machine. Considering it's meant to be what, entry level, high entry level, that is brilliant. I was really skeptical at first because, one, when I had my Knox 800, it was, I mean, I just thought it was crap, but it turns out it was faulty. I did get it off of eBay, so I wasn't to know. Anyway, that's a different story. And I bought my mum the Voyager version of this, which is like so many below this model. And I thought it was going to at least be okay for, you know, someone going straight into it, you know, even if it's picking up iron, at least it's, you know, detecting metal, which is what it's meant to do. But even that, you know, there'd be something on the surface and it would just go over it. It was awful. But this is everything that you would want from a metal detector, especially if you're starting out or you're looking to upgrade your starter machine. Okay, let's go through brief cons and pros and cons. Cons: annoying wire, but you get that with most detectors. You don't get the headphones with this package. I think you have to buy like the X-Terra Pro with like a kit or whatever to get the headphones. Otherwise, it's going to set you back another £100 to get the Minelab ones. Other than that, I can't think of another con so far. Now, I haven't had time to see the separation on this machine. I would need a lot more hours to do that. But so I'm gonna give it a miss there. But pros: lightweight, looks great, very easy to use, can get out of the box. Again, I'm back near the telephone wires. It's silent, absolutely silent, no chatter whatsoever. The functions are great. Battery life seems good so far. I know this is its first outing, so the battery should be good, but you know, brilliant display, easy menu, enough settings for beginners, amateurs, but those going, you know, more to the intermediate level of metal detecting. And it can detect what I got some lead about 20 centimeters down. The iron that I found was probably a bit more than that. Okay, it was falsing, but it's still detecting metal over 20 centimeters underground when it's rock solid and bone dry pasture. Fantastic. At first I thought, oh, does it look a bit plaggy, plasticky, for those who don't know what that means? But actually, no, it's so much sturdier than it looks. I think it's fantastic. Today was about seeing if this machine could do what others couldn't, like the Voyager version of this. Ignore Voyager, I'd get this 100%. And I'm meant to be biased, I'm meant to be XP all the way, but no, this is making me excited for Minelab again. This machine is really calling at me to get a Minelab as another machine when I can actually afford it. This I'm giving to my mum because it supports non-wired, wireless headphones, should I say. It'll be so much easier than the Nocta simplex light that I got her for the replacement to the Voyager for Christmas. So I'm gonna probably have that as an absolute spare, and she's gonna have this one. And Mum, if you're watching this, you're gonna love this machine, and I'm gonna want to borrow it from you again. I'm gutted that I can't take this out for longer, and I'm gutted that I can't take it out again for a while. But I am definitely going to get myself another Minelab machine after taking this out for 2.5 hours. Fantastic. Definitely, guys, if you are getting into metal detecting and you're thinking, what machine do I go for? There's so many out there. Honestly, and I cannot stress this enough, I know it seems pricey for a metal detector, but £300, you want this. Do not waste your money on one that's 100 to 150 brand new. Don't do it. They're crap. Honestly, they are crap. If you just want to dig up iron, fair enough, go for it. But this will get you some decent stuff. Obviously, you got to walk over it and you got to have permission on land that has the stuff in, but you get my drift. Get the Minelab X-Terra Pro. Fantastic equipment. I wish I could stay out for longer. Like I said, today wasn't about finds. I've got about 50 billion bits of lead and a bit of iron in there. But 2 coins, absolutely toasted to high heaven, but they're probably going to be Georgian. The more I look at him, is he a jockey or is he a farmer? Can't quite make out. I think it's a jockey. I'm going to call him Jack. And a lovely military button there. Thank you, Minelab. get this machine. You will not regret it for a first metal detector, or even if you just want to try something new with Minelab, do it. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching once again. I hope you've enjoyed this, something a bit different from a normal guff. Happy hunting, my fellow detectorists, and I'll see you all on the next video.